هاي سلام، شو اخباركم؟ اسمي مريم الزيرة، أني من البحرين. واليوم بغيت أتكلم عن فكرة الchicken nugget البحراني. And now I'm going to switch to English. The reason why I want to speak about the Bahrani chicken nugget is because I feel like this very specific type of chicken nugget has layers. Hear me out. I am Bahrani. أني أتكلم باللهجة البحرانية. إذا أتكلم بالعربي أتكلم باللهجة البحرانية. And for a lot of my life, I felt a little bit bad about it. Like, people looked down on me when they heard me speak in a very Bahrani accent. And you bring out the any, and it's just like an instant code. It's just like, oh, she's Bahrani. Oh, like, let's treat her differently now. How do I say that racism and sectarianism is bad without making people angry? Okay, so the issue is that for me as a Bahrani person, or really any Arab person, is when you speak in Arabic, you can clearly tell where someone is from. And that's fine as long as it doesn't affect the way that people around you treat you. A lot of people make fun of different Arab accents, which just is not right, and it's just not okay. Like, we just shouldn't be doing that. I actually distinctly remember that as a child growing up, I was fine. I was just speaking Bahrani. I was even thinking in Arabic, and I had no problem living my life. All was good. At some points growing up, I realized that I was being treated differently and that people thought my accent was disgusting. I've heard people say ew, I've heard people, make fun of my accent. It's been something that I had started to feel self-conscious about. I remember even before going to sleep at night, I would be practicing how to say things as much as possible without saying the word any, which means I. It means me. I am going to the cold store. أني بروح البرادة. It's such a basic word. Now as an adult, I'm like, oh my god, I can write essays about this. I was trying to erase the self. I was trying to erase who I was. Because truly, that's what I was trying to do. And it's not nice. It's not good. It's not something that should be something a kid should worry about. And I'm saying this as someone who went to an actually pretty nice school. I went to a school where there were a lot of Baharna who were with me, and then the Bahrani accent was normalized, and I heard it being spoken every single day, which was actually great. And it's so lovely compared to a lot of the people that I know who've gone to different schools. And I'm saying this about private schools in Bahrain because I know that public schools are different. But as someone who had been trying to repress the Bahraniness, and as someone who's been trying to not show exactly who I was the second I opened my mouth, clearly, obviously, that made me gravitate towards English. That's such a normal reaction. In English, there is no accent. And if anything, I was celebrated for being able to speak eloquently and to speak well in English. Now as an adult, I'm just trying to be more aware of this, and I have been quite aware of this for a long time, to the point where I would force myself to speak in Bahrani, even when I was in a group of people who would be more likely to speak a more common Bahraini accent. I don't have a problem if I'm in Egypt and I'm sitting with Egyptians and I start speaking in an Egyptian accent, that's okay. If I'm with non-Bahraini people and everyone's from somewhere different and then I end up saying something that is not part of my Bahraini vernacular, I don't have a problem with that. I absolutely cringe when I say the term ana, or when I start to speak in a Bahrani accent that is not my own, because it is actually politicized and it is actually something that I know has consequences, and I don't want there to be consequences. So I hate the idea that people have that someone who's Bahrani can't do well, can't succeed, can't get to high places, because we can. We're very smart. We're an absolutely intelligent, wonderful, amazing group of people. The Bahrani culture, the Bahrani language, the Bahrani history is so rich and so diverse and so interesting, but it's not taught, and it's not taught in schools, and I don't hear my accent on national TV. So even when I was doing that interview with Bahrain International TV, when I asked them, is this going to be in Arabic or in English? When they told me it was going to be in English, I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of happy about that. So I was like, okay, good. I don't have to worry about making a mistake in Arabic. But then on the other hand, I was also a bit sad about it because I really wanted to say, I wanted to hear someone who has my accent on international TV. So yeah, so for my Bahrani homies, for my Bahrani peeps, if you feel like you have veered off towards the English language more than the Arabic language, and even if you feel like you are a chicken nugget because of that, and you feel a little bit awkward speaking in Arabic because, one, you don't want to sound Bahrani, or two, you haven't spoken Arabic in so long, or not enough that you sometimes harrag, you sometimes make mistakes in Arabic. Honestly, it's okay. Don't worry about it. It's just, it is what it is. And I find it really sad that when we see a non-Arab trying to speak Arabic, everyone praises them like, oh my god, so good, so great. But if you are an Arab and you make a mistake in Arabic, which is one of the hardest languages on the planet, people make fun of you. And I don't like that culture of making fun of each other. And I think that we should really change that. Like, I just find it strange because, like, why is it such a thing? It shouldn't be such a thing. Like, we shouldn't be treated as other. We shouldn't be treated as a joke. We shouldn't be treated as if we don't contribute and as if we're not as equal in the country that we are in. But you know, it is sometimes like that. It be like that sometimes. We are treated that way. And you can see it in the smallest and the biggest ways. And I don't want to speak about politics, and I don't want to speak about religion, and I don't want to speak about anything like that. But it does hurt a lot when you're going in for a job interview and they ask you if you are Sunni or Shiite. And it does hurt a lot when you can tell everyone in the room kind of changes their mind about you the second you start speaking in Arabic. There are a lot of things to that, and there's a lot of background and a lot of history to unpack. But this is just one small video of me talking about the idea of a Bahrani chicken nugget, because that chicken nuggetness I kind of understand, because, you know, that is me. And that chicken nuggetness I can forgive, and I can, I just feel like we can move past that as long as we acknowledge it. Like, this is a huge part of what it is to be Bahrani. It is a huge part, because a lot of the time you are looked down upon, and people make fun of you, or they make fun of your accent, or they say that it's gross when you tell them where your family's originally from. It's not nice. And I think that's my conclusion for the day. Don't be racist. Don't be sectarian. Try to be a good person. And all of those things are possible as long as we try to stay vigilant with ourselves, and we try to stay vigilant within our communities. We tell our friends when something they say is not right. We tell our family when something they say is not right. And also, it involves being proud of who you are. Like, I have huge dreams for myself, and I plan on doing many things in my life. And while I am achieving those things, and by the time I have achieved those things, I will still be Bahrani. And I will still speak in the Bahrani accent when I'm, you know, being asked to speak in Arabic. And I will say the term any, and I will say whatever words that mean the most to me and I resonate the most with. Don't try to change who you are because, you know, it is easy, and because, you know, the world doesn't feel like it's ready for you, even though it's like, guys, come on, we've been here for thousands and hundreds of millions of I don't know how many years. It's hard being Bahrani. That's it. In conclusion, life is hard. Alright, thanks for watching. I hope to be posting more videos, but you know, who knows? I can't promise anything. If you like this video, like this video. If you want to subscribe for more videos, you can also click the subscribe button. If you really liked it, you can share it, because that's the only way that, you know, ideas can get spread. I would also like to plug my Instagram account, Booksnesai, because I share books and I share ideas that I'm thinking about. And I would also like to plug my Twitter account, Maryam Nisai. On Twitter, I am absolutely ridiculous. On Twitter, I am silly and I am fun-loving. Brain is quite smooth, haven't really evolved as much as, you know, the rest of my internet presence. So join me in any and all. Thank you for watching. Bye!